Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Book Notification Podcast, your go-to source for this week's new book releases. Today, we're looking at the week from February 23rd to March 1st. There are hundreds of new books releasing this week, but there is no way we can cover them all. Visit booknotification.com to explore the full list of this week's new books. You can also follow your favorite authors, so you'll be the first to know when their next book is available. As always, we have 10 books to highlight with a little something for everybody. Let's get into it. After the Fall is the latest from Edward Ashton, the author of Mickey 17. A century after alien greys conquered a ruined Earth and domesticated the remaining humans, John survives as the bonded companion of Martok Barden, a struggling but comparatively kind grey. When Martok uses John's bond as collateral for a risky venture to convert an abandoned forest house into a retreat for wealthy greys, John's precarious freedom is threatened. With a looming debt deadline, a criminal underworld entanglement, hostile feral humans, and a series of killings in the woods, John must uncover the truth behind humanity's subjugation and find a way to secure his own survival. After the Fall will be released on February 24th. No One is Safe is a gritty thriller from Ellie Marney. Simon No One is rescued from a Guatemalan river in 1982 with no memory of who he is or what he's done. Years later, he returns to the United States seeking answers, taking a job in a New York meatpacking plant and crossing paths with private investigator Nomi Pace, a former cop with her own troubles. When they collaborate on a child kidnapping case, Simon's unusual instincts prove useful until evidence reveals his violent past. As the truth surfaces, Nomi must decide whether Simon is a man seeking redemption or a danger waiting to reawaken. No One is Safe will be available on March 1st. Our Dream Home is a new psychological thriller from Jessica Huntley. After unexpectedly winning a multi-million-pound home in the Cotswolds, one woman believes her family's fortunes have finally changed. Instead, their move into the luxurious property brings immediate tension, from a watchful neighbor to anonymous messages referencing a damaging secret from 16 years earlier. As unease turns to fear, it becomes clear that someone is determined to use the past against her. What began as a dream opportunity quickly unravels into a psychological threat that could destroy everything she thought she had gained. Find Our Dream Home on March 25th. What's a Little Blackmail Between Friends is the first in a new Victorian mystery series by Lynn Morrison. In 1868 London, Edith Eddie Redgrave is drawn into royal intrigue when Princess Louise asks her to recover a compromising sketch that could trigger scandal. At the same time, Tristan Banks Fernsby, a dupe tasked with quietly resolving threats to the crown, is assigned to contain the situation. As their investigations intersect, Eddie and Tristan are forced into an uneasy partnership. What begins as a search for a single artwork exposes a network of blackmail and political maneuvering, placing reputations and possibly more at risk. Check out What's a Little Blackmail Between Friends on February 28th. The Things We Can Change is a time travel mystery from Karyne and Norton. Grieving and seeking escape through the memory-erasing side effects of time travel, Ray volunteers for a mission to the past, unaware she is central to preventing the release of the deadly Mortem virus. Guided remotely by Bo, who remains in the future, she must act without her memories while trusting a disembodied voice that claims she can stop a catastrophic outbreak. When an anti-time travel faction intervenes, Ray and Bo face threats across timelines, racing to prevent disaster before enemies in both past and future close in. The Things We Can Change will be released on March 23rd. The Unbreaking of a Heart is a contemporary romance from Dyer. Rose Callahan has spent years rebuilding her life after illness and a first love that never quite lasted. When her childhood best friend and first heartbreak, Carter Collins, returns to London, unresolved feelings resurface. Their shared past, marked by loyalty, secrets, and the surgery that once bound them, collides with the realities of adulthood. As old hopes reemerge, Rose must decide whether to risk her heart again or protect herself from being someone's second choice. Find The Unbreaking of a Heart on February 27th. Where the False Gods Dwell is a new historical fiction novel by Denny S. Bryce. In 1935, three women from vastly different backgrounds, Othello, an orphan con artist fleeing Chicago's underworld, Vivian Jean, a wealthy anthropologist seeking professional validation, and Zinzi, a Jamaican labor activist fighting plantation injustice, join an expedition to the maroon village of Accompong in Jamaica's cockpit country. As personal ambitions and hidden pasts collide, amid cultural discovery and political tension, a powerful storm threatens their lives and goals. Faced with danger, the women must rely on one another, forging an unexpected alliance to survive and redefine their futures. Find Where the False Gods Dwell on February 24th. Fated Late is a cozy midlife monster rom-com by Sara Ivy Hill. A married bookstore owner's quiet life is upended when a mysterious man claims she is his fated mate, and the only one capable of giving him children. He isn't human, and his proposal involves a surrogacy arrangement that challenges both her marriage and her sense of control. As she weighs compassion against commitment, she finds herself drawn to a destiny she never asked for, forcing her to confront love, loyalty, and the possibility that fate has other plans for her life. Fated Late will hit shelves on February 26th. The Child We Lost is a heartbreaking family drama from Sheila Norton. Years after losing their 3-year-old son Josh, a grieving family struggles to move forward, until his twin sister Ruby claims she has seen him alive. Dismissing it at first as a child's coping mechanism, their mother is shaken when she encounters a boy who looks exactly like Josh. As doubt and hope collide, she questions whether grief is distorting her perception or if a hidden truth lies beneath the impossible resemblance. Determined to uncover the answer, she begins to investigate who the boy is and what really happened to her son. Check out The Child We Lost on February 25th. Finally, we have a satirical, coming-of-age space epic, The Second World by Jake Korell. After Mars declares independence from Earth, the fledgling nation struggles through political chaos, cultural reinvention, and unexpected scientific upheavals. Caught in the middle is Flip Buchanan, the reluctant son of one of Mars' most powerful leaders, who feels perpetually overshadowed by his father's legacy. Over 2 turbulent decades marked by alien discoveries and destabilizing events, Flip navigates family expectations and national identity. As Mars attempts to define itself, Flip must determine who he is beyond his lineage and what role he will play in shaping the Red Planet's future. The Second World will be available on February 24th. That's our 10 books for this week. Until next time, you can check out booknotification.com. Book Notification offers an easy way to track your reading list, follow your favorite authors, and never miss a new release. Our website is completely free to use, and it's packed with features to make your reading life easier. You can follow your favorite authors and get notified whenever they release new books. We send out an email every Tuesday with a list of fresh releases from the authors you love, but that's not all. You can track your reading progress, mark books as read, rate and review them, and even import your data from Goodreads, Calibre, Libby, and more. Want to discover something new? Check out Reader's Roulette for book recommendations, or use our personalized book release calendar to stay up to date with the latest titles. You can even tag books with custom labels, just like on Goodreads shelves, and get tailored recommendations for what to read next based on your current book. Whether you're looking for books in publication or want to see them listed in chronological order, we've got it covered. Plus, all of our authors are audited by real people, so you know the information is accurate. So why not give it a try and join the thousands of readers already using our site to stay on top of their reading game. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back next week with another 10 books.